Guys, we got a special treat for you today. Actually, it's got nothing to do with this truck back here, does it, John?
No. I would say not.
No.
Well, maybe it does eventually.
Yeah, it could. Anyway, we've got something that's kind of been in the works for a little bit, and today's the big day. And hey, what is that? What is that over there?
That's a lot of new paint there.
Whoa.
You got to figure out how many links are in it.
Well, the new ones are got 3 master links. You can tell.
So the way you get to the third one, you're supposed to replace it.
What the heck is that thing?
That blows up,
Oh,
so it clears the dust.
Dust off the windshield.
there's not going to be any dust. What are you talking about?
Well, it might not be this year the way it's going.
Over here, Mark.
What you find, Ron? The top of the clean grain auger is off. It's down the tank. It must have to come off maybe to hold it up.
Yeah.
So here was our big surprise. The new combine showed up. So we bought this. Well, it's probably been at least a month ago. We just finally got it hauled home though. Ended up Craigslist ad. It's a John Deere 9500. It's a 1989 model, which is the first year they actually came out with that series. So there may be some disadvantages to owning the first year, but the price was where we needed it to be, so we got it. It's got fairly low hours, under 2,500 engine hours, under 1,500 hours on the separator, so that's really low hours for a machine that age. It came off a small farm. We were told it was a 400-acre farm, so that could be real hours. Maybe somebody cheated, I don't know. And this is a header. We just popped this on here. We got this at an auction a couple weeks ago. This is a 25-foot 925 flex header. We got to do a few things to it. These plastic skid plates, whatever you call these things, some of these are going to need to be replaced. We're going to price them out individually, and it may get to the point where it's just as cheap to buy the whole entire set. Don't know that yet. We were looking at some of the hydraulic. We just have it sitting on here. We don't have everything hooked up yet because we're going to take it back off. We just wanted to get it up to see the bottom of it, and we got to go through and make a list of everything that we need to get. We're going to need to get some parts and stuff, but we noticed we've got more hydraulic lines on the combine than we have places to hook. I'm hoping that's because this combine is actually set up to run a different style header. This is a 925. The next newer series after that is a 600 series, so a 625 would be equivalent to this, and it's got more hydraulic functionality to it. This combine is able to handle it, so I'm crossing my fingers that's what the extra lines are for. And we also found it's got a, I don't know if that's a 16 pin electrical connection, and we've got that coming off the combine, but we also have a 3-pin. I'm not sure what the 3-pin is for because we don't have a place to put it up here. We got this lonely wire here. I'm not sure what that is yet, so we got a few things to figure out, but we're started. So as far as the machine itself, tires are excellent shape. These are nearly new. They'd be 18.4 by 30 or by 42 or 46. 42.
Yep, 42.
Okay. Radial tires, so we're gonna have a lot better traction with this machine. We're gonna float a lot better on some of the softer ground just because we got duals. Rear tires are worn pretty bad. We actually look at replacing these before we start this year. There's some the tread is down, which didn't really worry me, but we found some soft spots in one of these, so I was like, well, I don't want to have a problem mid-season with a tire really, so we may look at getting that done. We went through and did some final fine cleaning of the grain tank. It hadn't been completely cleaned out. There was some corn in it. It's going to have to sit outside until our shop is complete. I don't know when that's going to be, so it is going to, well, hopefully get some rain in it. In fact, we hope it gets inches of rain because we need rain real bad. It's got a chaff spreader. It's got a new knife system, so the straw comes in here and gets chopped, and you can probably see these all have stickers on them. So these are all brand new. This bottom pan is brand new, as well as these spreading vanes that come out the back. The people that had it before us ran corn through it, and when you run corn, you need to move those knives in so it's not trying to cut them, because corn stalks just aren't going to cut, or not easily anyway, and it broke all the knives and punched holes through here and wrecked a bunch of these, so it was a bad deal. So that's all brand new. There is some cosmetic damage on this side here. I don't know how well you can see it on the camera, but it looks like they must hit it with something or backed into something, kind of dented this up, and it still closes okay, but it's a little bit out of whack. Something's probably a little bit bent somewhere. So you can see these two panels aren't flush with one another, so that is going to affect our aerodynamic performance. So we may have to run a gear higher, but we'll make it work. Not too worried about that yet. And we've just been looking some of it over. Belts all appear to be in pretty darn good shape.
The pulley.
Oh, there is a bearing out underneath here. The people we bought it from, and I think they were probably truthful about this, they just discovered it. They said within the last day or so, and they were giving it one last look over before it left their place. They did give us a check for the parts, so that's probably fine. We do have the main drive chain that we were just looking at a little bit ago. May end up just replacing that chain. It's got one bad link in it, so might just go ahead and get that done. So yeah, that's about it for now. I'm about to head back home for the weekend, or for the work week. Planning to come down next weekend, and we'll go through the whole thing and get a parts list and figure out what we need and get her running and ready to go for bean harvest this fall. So thanks again, and remember, like that video.